YouTube, let's get it, man. Man, today we're gonna be reacting to the craziest money glitches in GTA Online history. I'm doing this cause GTA 6 about to come out, and you know the biggest things in GTA 6 is gonna be when it first drop online. At least it's gonna be straight heist. That's the first thing you should be looking for. So that's why I want to start getting into this, cause nobody hasn't been talking about heist and how like people are gonna be just glitching crazy money glitches. Like, and to me, you know, I like glitches. Like I said, I got rich at level 30. So let's get into it, man. Shout out to Jetro. Subscribe to him and leave a like. Let's get it. And make sure you subscribe, leave a like here too. What my mother, me. And let me know if you did it, if you ever did a glitch, whatever. Let me know in the comments what glitch that was, if you seen it in here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Over the last 11 years, GTA Online has become the golden child for Rockstar Games due to the insane amount of money it's generated through shark cards. But when it comes to online, Rockstar weren't the only ones to make a bunch of money. Money glitches have become the most popular exploit in the game's history since almost day one, and there are new methods found almost every day. So today, we are going to go through GTA Online's history to find the most damaging and most insane money glitches the game has ever faced. And
right now, I'm on the CEO. That's like for me, that's the craziest one.
Also figure out how Rockstar went about trying to deal with them. We start this journey off on the same month of the game's launch when the very first money glitch was ever found, which also ended up being the longest lasting money glitch in the game's history, the duplication glitch. This exploit has been the cornerstone to most money glitches that have been found within the game, and the first one was discovered just 3 weeks after the game's launch on October 25th of 2013. The duplication glitch is exactly what the name implies, duplicating one of your cars so you can keep the original and sell the duplicated one. And the better your car, the more powerful this glitch was. While Rockstar is quick to patch certain methods of this glitch, a new one is found almost immediately, which is why this exploit has been able to last over 11 years, making it easily the longest lasting money glitch in GTA Online.
I did this. I'm gonna have to drop a story time because I did a glitch where I duplicated not the Izzy's. I duplicated. I forgot the car, the fastest car, the best car in GTA. You feel me? I forgot that car. I forgot the sport car, what it's called. But I basically got everything I needed. I did the Izzy, and I'm like, why don't I just use this car? And my dumbass.
A few months later, in December of 2013, we had arguably the most like destructive period the game has ever seen as far as money exploits go, and it's famously known today as the DNS code exploit. Originally found by prolific modder ECB2, DNS codes allowed people to gain quite literally trillions of dollars in GTA Online almost instantly. And this is during a time where the most expensive item was only 10 million, which was the Type Z. By changing the DNS server in your console settings, you could effectively change all the money values for everything in GTA Online. For example, robbing a convenience store normally gains you about $2,000, but with DNS codes enabled, it would instead make you roughly 1.7 billion. And it was exactly the same for every way of making money in online. As you can probably tell from that comparison alone, this is by far the most monumental money glitch ever found, and is something that a lot of people reminisce on to this day. And the only reason that this was possible in the first place was because Rockstar forgot to encrypt the file they used for all of the game's money values.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I should be tweaking the glitches, bro. Like, outside of like what he's doing, I never did this, but this shit is crazy. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this is crazy.
In fact, this exploit was so bad that Rockstar even disabled shark card sales for a period during the DNS code exploit. About a month later, Rockstar would patch the DNS code exploit and just ban any player that still attempted to use one. Rockstar knew they couldn't allow people to have this much money, so this glitch would go down in history as the first time that Rockstar would try money wiping people's accounts, and they did it quite effectively. However, there were a few smart people who knew that something like this may be happening. A few players used the insane amount of money they had at the time to buy a bunch of maxed out adders so they could sell them after the money wipes had been sent. This would eventually become the meta for all money glitches in the future for those who were worried about losing all of their glitched money. But for
nigga, the real meta, bro, the real meta is buying everything in the game and upgrading everything to the maximum so you could make money easily. And that's how I always, this how I continue to live off my wealth. Because a lot of my friends be like, oh, bro, you don't got no money no more. I lost my account. I'm still rich again. Brother, I can go broke. Put it like this. I'm gonna say some Drake shit. I could go 0 from 100, nigga, real quick. Nigga, real fucking quick. Like, you feel me? That's how I got on GTA 6. I mean 5. I got it too good, bro. Like, you feel me? That's what happens when you invest the money in the right thing. Getting cars is not investing in
some glitches on this list. Not even that would be enough to get one up on Rockstar. This next glitch is another wild exception in the term of money glitches, and it's the single player to multiplayer glitch. This glitch was a lot more popular in the early days of GTA Online because the steps were a lot easier to do. But now it has since become a prerequisite for most other glitches found later on, like the director mode in Online glitch, and even one of the most devastating glitches found in recent years that we will cover in a bit. However, with that said, this glitch was still used to make money, and it was used by bringing other cars from single player into online, which could then be sold. But it had some other major features too. The big feature that makes this glitch different from others is the frozen money method. It was only possible with some methods of this glitch, but because the game had a hard time figuring out if you were in single player or multiplayer, the game would just straight up freeze your online funds, allowing you to buy everything in the game without your money ever leaving your account. But now with those early glitches out of the way, we need to get into the glitches that Rockstar made sure that players wouldn't get away with without being punished. At some point in 2016, modders had discovered a way to create their own money glitch for anyone to use for the first time since DNS codes, and it's one that a lot of you probably remember using, the 10k per kill glitch. When you load into a regular survival mission, usually you only get RP for killing enemies, and then money once the actual mission had been completed. But modders had found a way to make even NPCs drop money in missions as well, and in fact, a ton of it. There were a bunch of different versions of this modded mission, some that dropped 2,000 per enemy and others that dropped anywhere from up to 10k, but they all worked the exact same. Load into the mission, kill a bunch of enemies.
That. When you place the CEO shit, if you play the CEO shit, you get like 10k for being part.
And every single one would drop you a bunch of money. But eventually Rockstar put an end to it, and the money wipes came shortly after, where people were having hundreds of millions of dollars deleted from their account. Going back a few months to February of 2019, a new money glitch was found that caught the entire community by storm that you probably remember, the Lester plane glitch. This money glitch allowed you to gain almost $1,000 every 2 seconds, which by itself doesn't sound like that insane of a money glitch. But the best part about this money glitch in particular is that it could be done completely AFK. Once you reach level 45, you could call Lester in order to locate a random plane for you to use. If you use this feature while leaving your garage, the game would get stuck in an endless loop of trying to locate a plane while also refunding your money. Then, for some reason, if you stood near a plane after doing this, the game would register that Lester had located a plane, but also refund your money for this same reason, and it would go through this cycle over and over and over again. This glitch became so popular that you would join lobbies just to find everyone in the lobby sitting in the hangar doing this glitch. People would leave it on overnight or while they were at school or work and come back to find that they made millions of dollars while doing literally nothing.
Whoa, what?
Any means is based on this wild, true story.
No, don't be doing that. What I'm talking about,
what I find really funny about millions of dollars.
Yo, it makes 1,000 every 2 seconds. 30,000 every minute, 300,000 every 10 minutes, 900,000 every 90 minutes, and 1.8 every hour. Bruh.
While doing literally nothing. What I find really funny about this glitch is that data miners had discovered that this glitch had technically been possible to do since the game came out, but it was only made public by a YouTuber named Dash G in 2019. However, the fun did not last that long, as after about 2 weeks and many failed attempts, this exploit was finally patched by making the Request a Plane feature completely free. So, in a way, GTA Online players actually made their lives easier by figuring out this exploit. The problem, however, was that because of how easy this glitch was to do, people knew that the money wipes would be coming soon enough. And so, people learned from the DNS exploit that transferring your money into items to sell later is the way to go. But since Rockstar had been down this road before, some people who abused this glitch had their entire accounts reset, showing that Rockstar wasn't playing around with these glitches anymore, and they proved this once again just a year later.
I mean, like, what do you expect, bro? You're not being smart. You do the same technique you used the last heist or glitch. It was that's not smart. It was I would say is this. The new technique is to buy everything in the game. That's better technique though. At the same time, you don't have all that money, but you bought everything in the game. I would have bought all the cars. Fuck that. Just make a way so you can make mad money. If you make a way, so if you make income in the game and passive income while you're doing other stuff, you're good. So if you have all that set up, you're good. Literally, no matter what you do, you're gonna be rich. That's what I'm trying to say. They just keep trying to niggas don't want to play the game. That's what I'm saying. They just want to have everything in the game. Millions of dollars, don't want to have to work for it. That's trash. Why you buy the game for? You waste the money. Come on, bro. I can.
In the year of 2020, GTA Online had a huge resurgence of players during COVID, and with that brought a huge resurgence of money glitches as well, as in August of 2020, Rockstar would once again face one of the greatest money glitches found at the time, simply known as the apartment glitch. Sometimes also dubbed the garage glitch, this glitch allowed you to make over $2 million every 5 minutes, and that is not an understatement. By already having 6 properties and replacing your 6th slot with a free property like the Exceptionalist Way Garage, for example, you could then join a new session and the game would get confused thinking the free garage you just bought was the same price as your most expensive apartment, meaning you could replace it with a less expensive one and be refunded the extra cash. This glitch was extremely easy to do. The process took a couple minutes and it could be done over and over again, making it easily one of the best money glitches in the game's history.
I just hate when people say this is the glitch I did, chat. This is what I did. I hate when people be like, oh, it's the garage building. No, it's not. How the fuck you sell a garage or a property for $2 billion? That's the CEO building. It's a CEO building glitch. All right.
However, with that being said, it means that this exploit almost immediately got put on Rockstar's radar. It was so bad, in fact, that Take-Two Interactive, Rockstar's parent company, actually started copyright striking videos that were posting tutorials of this exploit as an attempt to try and stop the spread of this glitch. And so, when they finally patched the exploit, they held no mercy when it came to handing out punishments. If you had your money wiped from this glitch, you were actually one of the lucky ones, because Rockstar approximately reset the accounts of over 10,000 people who used this glitch. So many.
But think about it. Those are the same people. They probably overdid it though. They probably did trillions, silly. They probably went too over. You know what I'm saying? It's limits. That's another thing too. Don't think you're gonna go over the limits, buy all this shit, and then think you're gonna not get caught. If you go a certain amount of limits, you're done, bro. Like, you feel me, bro? The best thing, you gotta make this shit look realistic. Like, you can't just be like, niggas just trying to have a gazillion dollars in your account, bad deluxe shows, and you think you're finna get it away. No, nigga. Spend that bread, keep like 10 billion or 5 billion, you're good. If you try to Anybody who got them 10,000 people who did crazy. Like, my man's, he's a fiend. He dead ass sit there the whole time and do that shit. Like, when I tell you he's a fiend, he got his shit taken away because he's really a tryhard. He's really like, bro, I'm telling you, watch. You gonna see.
In fact, that a petition was started to get their accounts back, and we all know how effective those are. In hindsight, this makes a lot of sense because of how powerful this glitch really was, but even still, there was one more glitch where Rockstar decided to show absolutely no mercy when it came to people's accounts. I made sure to leave the best money glitch for last. A glitch that, after being found, was able to make people $1 billion within a few minutes, and no, it didn't require a DNS code. It was simply called the casino chip glitch. Now, in GTA Online, the best money glitches are often the easiest ones, and this money glitch was far from it, because it was extremely complicated to set up. But once it was more than worth it. To simplify it a lot, after doing the already mentioned single player to multiplayer glitch, you can instead walk into the casino, and because the casino doesn't exist in single player, the game would once again get confused and freeze your casino funds. Then, by going to the teller, the game would still allow you to exchange your chips into regular money, but because the game was still confused, the chips would stay in your casino, meaning you could exchange them over and over again. But complicated or not, as soon as you had it set up, you could earn up to $200,000 every time you hit the A button. But now, with how crazy this glitch really was at the time, Rockstar came with a game plan this time. Instead of patching the glitch and then money wiping accounts, they decided to send the money wipes out first. And then, if people were found abusing the glitch after they had already been wiped, Rockstar would just hand them an instant account ban. But those weren't the only players to get banned either. If you had abused this glitch to an insane extent like this one guy who glitched over 4 billion, then once again, you were hit with almost an immediate account ban. And because of how powerful this glitch was, a lot
You're not getting away with 4 billion. Like, come on, bro.
A lot of people were past the point of no return, so a lot of bans were being handed out. In fact, because of how many people were being banned, the topic made headlines from some news sites, and Rockstar even released a statement about it on their support page. And after the glitch was finally patched and about 10,000 account resets, money wipes, and even bans, the most devastating money glitch in GTA Online's history had finally come to an end.
Nursing.
Ooh, that shit was crazy, bro. Like I said, bro, we definitely got part 2. We definitely got to react to that. Man, leave a like I said, comment. Let me know if you was involved in any of these heists. Any of these glitches. Comment down on what glitch you was involved with, and if you got banned or if you didn't make it. Peace out.